Morning, guys. Yowie Chaser. Alright, guys, we've got a couple of things to talk about. I'm going to talk about a Yowie sighting that happened 2 days ago at Rockhampton, Lakes Creek. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about ridgelines. Alright, so first I'll talk about the sighting. And second, we'll go on to ridgelines. So if you don't want to hear about ridgelines, you can leave. All right. But before I do, guys, if you don't know, this is my group on Facebook. This is the Australian Yowie discussion group on Facebook. All right. Now, if you've got a sighting, you can actually go into the group and join and post it. If you want to tell your sighting, you can post it anonymously, or you can leave it. When you join, it'll ask a question. Have you seen a Yowie? You can actually post it in there, right? But I need everything, guys. We don't just want year, height, location, what I asked. I want the whole story. You know, you might have whatever you were doing and what happened, all right? And then just add in the year and location and all that other stuff. All right, or right, you can send it to me at Yowie Chaser, all right? So if anyone wants to message me at Yowie Chaser, go to my Facebook page, Yowie Chaser, and you'll see the message thing. You can message me there, right? That's how you message me, guys. All right, but make sure you join the group. If you're not on the group, you're missing out on so much. So this sighting's actually posted in the group. It comes up anonymous. The people want to stay anonymous, and one of them is their kid, and one's a friend's kid. All right. So what happened was the land at this Lakes Creek area has been subdivided for housing. And these two kids, both seven years old, seen this, well, what we think is a Yowie. What else could it be? So the first kid said he's seen a giant person. All right. And then the person that sent it in said that their kid seen a black baboon. So they've both seen something, and both gave a different description of what it is. So it is at the bottom of a ridgeline. We all know that Yowies follow ridgelines, guys. I've been telling everyone for over a year now about ridgelines. All right. So also, so apparently the other person's father said that there is pigs in there, but the kid said no, it definitely wasn't a pig. So we know it wasn't a pig. It's looking like it was a Yowie. There's other people. If you go join the Australian Yowie discussion, you can read what people are writing in there. There's people in there saying that they've had sightings not far from there. Well, not sightings. They've had incidents, all right, that have happened. There's been a few howls. Someone's got photos. If you got those photos, send them to me too at Yowie Chaser, to the Facebook page, and I'll have a look at them. All right, guys. So those red lines are the tops of the mountains that I call the ridge lines. So this sighting, there's Rocky over here. This is the Lakes Creek area around here, guys. And yeah, people, if you join the group, you'll see what people are writing. There's a whole heap of information about this area. So you need to get over there and have a look. But anyway, that's where it happened, guys. So it happened 2 days ago on the 18th of the 5th, 2023, Rockhampton, Lakes Creek. Now, the same. If you want your sighting, I'll read it out on YouTube. We'll do the same sort of thing. Just send it to me, like I told you, at Yowie Chaser, Australian Yowie discussion. All right. All right. We'll go on to part 2 now. Now, if you're only here for the sighting, that's awesome. But if you want to hear about ridgelines, stick around. There's a little bit more I'm going to be talking about. I'll show you some examples of a ridgeline. All right. I get thousands of sightings, guys. Okay. And I kept seeing this pattern happening. And they all were near ridgelines. So that's how I was able to work it out. So I started a thing saying, once my Australian Yowie discussion Facebook group reaches so many people, I'll release how to cut out 90% of your search, okay? And I was getting, oh yeah, you're full of it, blah, why do you need so many likes, blah, all this rubbish, right? Everybody wants the answers, but nobody wants to help get the answers, okay? So this is it. So what I told everybody, see, if you just walk those red lines, you've cut out all of that area. You don't need to walk all that area. So you've now cut out 90% because you're going to walk 10%. Probably not even 10, it's probably only 5. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. But it's not a lot, is it? So if you want to start looking for yowies and you want to do it the easy way, that's it. Well, it's not easy because there's a lot of hills to climb. There's a lot of bush to get through. But now yowies obviously walk along these, or they're just below them. I've had reports of them just being below the ridge lines. All right, so that's how we got to this ridgeline thing. So I've been telling people for a year about it, that's what you should be doing. All right. Now, hey, look at that, guys. I just noticed something. Look at this. I was just looking. That looks like a bloody yowie. Look. Anyway, I don't think we have any researchers in Australia myself. The only true researcher is probably Rusty 222. If you go on his YouTube channel, you'll see his setup he does. He's got a big plastic drum and he puts cameras facing north, south, east, west. He's retired because he's just realised what he's doing doesn't work. I did call out to Rusty. I said, mate, I'll tell you where yowies are. I know where they are, guys, all right? I know it sounds like I'm full of myself and all that, but I've worked it out. Anyway, I was going to help him out, and he said he knows where they are. So, yeah, fair enough. But he never got one, so obviously he doesn't know where they are. All right? Now, Rusty, if you're watching this, mate, I can see you're a very smart man, right? You went to a lot of trouble to do all those setups, but there's one thing you did wrong. Right? And I tried to help you, but you didn't want my help. The problem why it doesn't work what you're doing, and you've probably worked it out by now, is you've got to use triangulation, mate. So that little drum that you've got, don't worry about having 4 setups in each drum. You only need 1 setup in each drum, but you need 3 drums. You need triangulation, mate, if you haven't worked it out. So you could easily go and change all that. Maybe put them all 200 meters apart, and then what you're trying to do will work, okay? That's the Yowie Chasing 101 tip, mate. So I might just know what I'm talking about, mate, all right? All right, so I told you about the ridge lines, how to cut out that, right? So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, when my group reaches 10,000 members, so we're at 9,200, we're 800 away, I'm going to tell you what gifts you should be leaving out. All right, so we got a lot of people, they leave out marbles, people are leaving out crystals. You know, what are they going to do? It's probably good. They probably do take them and gives you a little thrill. But what, are the yowies going to go down the bush and clear a little patch and start flicking marbles around the bush or something? What we used to do at school. And what's the other yowie going to do? Finds your crystal and takes it into his wife and says, hello, darling, you going to marry me? I got you a crystal. I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you what gifts to leave out. Then after that, I'm going to tell you food, what food you should be leaving out, because all these sites, I get people that have got farms, and they'll tell me, blah, 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 this is what they took from my farm. So I've got a pretty good idea about food, what they like to eat, and why they eat it. And this one does my head in. I won't even argue with people anymore. But I'm going to tell you right now, you heard it here from Yowie Chaser. If I hear one more time that yowies see IR, and that's how they know where trail cams are, I'm going to lose it. I am not having that argument with anyone else ever again. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Now, super glue your ears on. Yowies might see IR. Good on them if they do. That is not the reason why they see trail cams. There is something else that is all missing. Do not tell me that they see IR. I don't care if they see IR. Good on them. That's not the reason why they find them. I can go, if I had trail cams, I can go put them in the bush. No, Yowie's going to see it. Why haven't I done it? This is because I'm bloody lazy. Otherwise, I'd already have all this solved. I'd have them all on film. Alright, and then once you know this, look, someone's going to work it out sooner or later, how they're seeing them, okay? Once you know that, it's going to change everything that you know about trying to find a Yowie, okay? You got to know that. It's a secret. Okay, yes, I do have all the secrets, mate. If you want to know anything, maybe you should be a nice guy and I might let you in on a few. But you can't help yourself. Anyway, so, yeah, just remember, you heard it here, guys, right? Yowie Chaser told you that Yowies do not see IR. They might see it, but that's not the reason why they see trail cams, okay? Once you know the answer to that, your whole world's going to change on how you find Yowie, Bigfoot, Sasquatch. I'll tell you right now. You heard it here first, all right? Then the next one I'm going to go on to is how to film it. I really cannot believe no one knows how to film a Yowie. It's so easy, guys. No one's done it, all right? And then once the group reaches so many people, I'm going to tell you that. But then the main one, where are they? No one's worked it out. There's people that are close, very close, but they still haven't got it. I listen to everything that's going on. I know where everyone is, what everyone's doing, blah, blah, blah. No one's got it. And there's some smart people out there. There's a lot of smart people and they haven't got a lot of stuff. So, yeah, just for a guy that doesn't call him a research, I reckon I'm going all right. But listen, it was only because people sent me in the sightings. So I've got to thank everyone that sent in all the sightings. Without the sightings, I would have just been a guy walking around the bush in circles like what everyone else is doing. But it was only after I got sighted. I did walk around the bush for a few years in circles, I will admit, until I started getting the sightings. And like I said, I can work out patterns. I can work out where any is in the bush, guys. All right. So yeah, the film Yowies, I'll teach us how to do that. And the same with this. Okay, let's just do a little thing here, right? So this is an area, all right? Now, if the Yowies are feeding and drinking water and all these little things around here, they obviously live somewhere here. They're not going to travel too far. Even if they went 10, 15 Ks up the bush or whatever, they wouldn't be too far away. So when they're in this area, there's going to be a certain place they're going to stay in. I'm going to try and simplify it for you. Right? They're in the bush. Everyone knows they've got to be somewhere, don't they? Well, I just happen to work out where that somewhere is. That's all. Okay? It's I'm no magician. I just worked it out. Okay? And like I said, it's from all the sightings I've got. Now, I'm also I've just heard something else too. Now, I haven't learned enough about it yet, and it could be another. This could be another reason too why they are where they are. Right? I've watched videos on it, and this could explain a few other things, because like Yowies are always seen on tops of hills. Okay, there's a lot of sightings happen around tops of hills, tops of ridgelines. See, there could be a reason for that, and this other thing that I'm looking at. Okay, and I don't know enough about it yet to know if it's correct, but I'm gonna say right now, just at the little bit that I've looked at, I think it's right. There could be another reason why Yowies are in certain places. Okay? And, okay, I'll fill you in a bit more. So you know how they're always around power lines as well? Okay, could have something to do with that. It could have something to do with tops of hills. Could have to do with some other things that I'm not going to tell you about. I'm not going to let you in on my little secrets, okay? Not yet. All right, guys, that's enough. That's enough Saturday morning bull for one weekend. All right, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the people that send in their sightings, guys. Believe me, what you've sent me in, you might think what you sent wasn't anything, but because this whole pattern, every time I get a sighting, guys, I go straight to Google. Even this sighting today, I'll tell you right now, this is honest. Well, 2 days ago. As soon as I seen it, I went to the area, had a look, and I seen a couple of places where I thought it was going to be. Then I read somewhere where it was near. Then the person sent me the actual spot. And I'd already picked it out as that spot. Okay. I did it on another sighting that someone sent me in. That was, where was that? That was at some creeks. Down Wollongong way. Somewhere like that. And I said to the person, did that happen at that creek? At this certain little area? And they went, how did you know? Then I then I had another one. Sorry, guys. Then I had another one in South Australia. And I asked the person something. I said, did it happen here? And he went, yep, how do you know? There you go, guys. I can do it all day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Now, listen, if you're not on Facebook on my Australian Yowie discussion group, get on it, guys, all right? There's so much good stuff happens on there. Like I said, if someone puts a sighting, there could be another 4 or 5 sightings pop up. Other people say, yeah, I've had a sighting there. Yeah, I've had something happen there. This is what happens. And don't forget, send me your sightings. I'm going to start reading them all out, guys. And then maybe on not all of them I'll do a talk like this, but it'll only be every now and then when I find out some more news, okay? I won't keep you going all day watching this. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Yowie Chaser out. You have a great weekend, guys. And just remember, Yowies do not see, well, they might see IR, but it's not the reason why they see trail cams. All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for watching.